Her show, Justine played my daughter on my show.
Yeah. Very incestuous here.
It's one big happy family.
One big happy family, yeah. Kind of a guys and dolls look for you there tonight.
Yeah, right,
Look at this.
Heck, don't...
Now, I did not know that. You know, I know Mary Gross, and I did not know that she... You know Mary Gross from Saturday Night Live and...
Is your
wife?
wife?
No, sister.
No, my crazy sister.
She looks like you.
Yeah,
Mary is my sister. Still is.
Still is. Yeah. Isn't that odd? You know, so many today break up. But now, did you come from? Is it kind of Ozzie Harriet type?
Well, nothing quite as idyllic as the Keaton family, but we had a nice. We grew up in a working-class neighborhood of Chicago, and.
Well, it's certainly a working-class crowd.
Yeah, right. It was either this or mud wrestling, and they chose well, I think.
Right.
But it was an extended family. I mean, really old-fashioned in that sense. The city. We all lived within a couple blocks of each other. I think my mother's sister lived about 2 blocks away. My mother's aunt lived in the same block. My mother's mother lived about a block away. My father was virtually surrounded by my mother's family, actually.
Oh.
And they lived to ripe old ages, which was great because, I mean, I knew a lot of my grandparents and great-grandparents and all that sort of thing. And the downside was, of course, that I'd gone to about 50 funerals before I was age 10. But,
Oh, yeah, that gets depressing, yeah.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
baseball today.
Yeah, right, yeah. Not this
Those days.
I've often thought my mother should write the after-funeral cover dish and casserole cookbook, you know?
Well, it's awful when you go to funerals as a kid, because people say, hey, you want to look in the casket? No! And they lift you up and you go, look. No, I don't want to stare at
Doesn't
this.
she look good?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
What about the game, you know?
Nightmares.
Now, what did you want to be as a kid when you were growing up?
Well, I think I wanted to be either a locomotive engineer or a fireman or a martyr.
A martyr?
I was raised a Roman Catholic, and you know, you were encouraged. If the nuns got a hold of you young enough, you know, fast track to heaven. You know, don't.
Many martyrs in this crowd.
Chicago Catholics, I'd know them anywhere.
So what would you do? Would you set yourself on fire or something? as a kid, or?
No, I've let. Tempting.
Martyr is
I let theater critics do that for me over the years.
Well, there you are.
Boiled me in oil and all that sort of thing. But actually, no, I really, if the nuns and they get a hold of you young enough, I wanted to be a priest when I was a young man. And I think my parents said, look, finish the 3rd grade first. And you'll be, but I couldn't wait. No, actually, I've met other Catholic kids who can relate to this. I turned the living room into a chapel, a church. I built a tabernacle, an altar. I had vestments. I made little Wonder Bread Eucharists with. I rolled them out with a rolling pin and made my little sisters, Mary, go to communion with my Wonder Bread Eucharist after she had gone to confession.
Yeah, kind of a Catholic home game.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that right after this. We'll come back. We'll talk about it right after this.
A lady who was not Catholic, and it's fun to take her sometimes. And during the service, you know, I'll be sort of standing there, you know, and then it's time to, and she'll be next to me, and I go, okay, darling, and I just sort of fake her out. She'll go to kneel. You're wrong. That's a mortal sin. Get up here.
Obviously, a deeply religious man.
Yeah, right.
Now, what do you have? 2 kids? How many?
I have 2 children, stepchildren. I married my wife, who incidentally was a good idea to marry one's wife.
Right.
Who incidentally was the casting director for Family Ties. I married the casting.
Gee, I wonder how you got the job.
No, wait a minute. Had she known what she knows now, she would have done a lot better for me. She negotiated the contract on the studio's behalf. And you know, went from one adversarial relationship to another.
Yeah,
and, you know, we got married. And the kids are now 20 and 21 years of age. They're great kids. And they're these giant.
Oh, that's
people
strange,
now.
marrying into a family where the kids are. I mean, they were already teenagers, right?
Right. They were 15 and 16, and I think the biggest mistake I made was assuming. I think men are sort of take control sorts of guys, and that's the sort of kind I was. And I thought, I'm going to come in and fix this family. How have they gotten along this long without me? That sort of thing. My wife coined me Captain Von Trapp when I came into the family. No, but I wasn't as. To be honest with you, not as easygoing as Stephen Keaton. I couldn't settle it all in
Are you a neatness
30 minutes.
guy, or are you just a... What was the main... I mean, what was the main problem?
Well, I think, to some extent, I was sort of a control person and sort of get it all ship-shape. I'd never... and so I think I like to be prepared. I'm a sort of preparedness freak, have a lot of fire extinguishers in the house,
A lot
that
of
kind
fire
of thing.
extinguishers?
Yeah, right. And the earthquake kits, we're in California. Come on.
What's the earthquake kit? It's like a box of Cheerios and a flashlight, isn't it?
Come on, no.
What's an earthquake?
It's guys like you are going to be at my house sniveling for help,
Now, what's in an earthquake kit?
I'm sorry.
But what's in it? I mean,
Well, you got your flashlights.
I got a flashlight. I got a flashlight.
You probably don't have a 55-gallon drum of water out in your
Well,
backyard.
not in a little kit. No, I don't have
Well,
it.
come on.
I got a pool.
You say you're ready, right?
I got a pool. I go, hey, drink this.
Right. Oh, but I'm ready. I got all that stuff, and I got medical first aid kits. I hang around the bandage
and then you're
department.
disappointed. Oh, another day without an earthquake. Didn't I see that either? No, look, you see, you're mad that nothing has happened, right?
Well, does mercurochrome go bad? I wonder. I'm worried.
don't know.
5-year shelf life. Oh my! If we don't have one in 5 years.
And you have the food in the basement and all that?
We got right. Yeah, we got canned goods and all.
We just keep a bunch of Twinkies. They stay forever. Keep Twinkies in the basement.
They do last forever.
Now tell me about the movie. Now this movie's a big hit.
Right.
Tremors?
This is called Tremors. It's sort of a modern-day Western with a science fiction twist. It's very strange, and it's for people who don't like horror movies. I have to say it's very funny too, and it manages to maintain a lot of suspense. I play. It takes place in a small town in the middle of Nevada. I play, oddly enough, a preparedness freak.
Huh, odd.
He is,
Was your wife casting this one too?
He is a control freak. He's a survivalist, and he believes that Armageddon is coming, much like I do.
Right.
It could be nuclear, biological, chemical, financial, but by God, there's going to be a collapse, and he's going to be ready.
Right.
Armageddon's coming, and Burt Gummer is his name.
Burt
is
Gummer.
going to be ready. Burt Gummer.
Good name.
Burt Gummer. And I'm married to Heather, who's played by Reba McEntire, for you country western fans out there.
Yep. And there are giant worms under the ground?
I don't want to give it away entirely.
Oh,
There's something, yes, there are monsters. There are, come on. Never mind, don't go see it. Thank you, Mr. Leno.
Well, no, but the ad did show a
the ad,
giant
no, right,
worm.
that's true, the ad does show. No, there is a creature underground.
Uh-huh.
And,
It's not a true story.
He's angry.
Right.
right. And, so we come across this creature, and we have a lot of adventures that follow.
Well, we have a clip here.
All right. I said so that we have already encountered. If you got a clip, that's great. We've encountered.
Yeah, we've got the
This is
clip.
better. It's better.
Yeah,
It's
we
better
have
than
it.
my telling the story.
Yeah,
We have already we've already had some problems with this thing, and we are marooned on a rock and trying to decide what to do.
You're like the witnesses I get at my car accidents. Take a look at the clip here, and we'll see.
Here we go.
Here we go. Tremors.
So now what?
Could we make it to the mountains? Use Bert's explosives?
No way. We need 50 of those bombs.
Wait a minute. What are y'all talking about? It's like you're giving up or something.
They'll just wait out there till we're dead. That's exactly what they do.
Wait. For Christ's sake, we could have made a stand at our place. We had food, water. You can't fight him like that. So you two screw-ups hauled us way the hell out here?
Now, why don't you just back off the string bean? You know, we could have left your worthless ass on the roof.
I wish you had, fearless leader. Who the hell put you two in charge?
Don't push me,
Just
Bert.
back
Just
off,
don't
Bert.
damn push me! Them grab boys don't kill him, I will.
What? They'd have torn your place out from under you in half an hour.
Come on. Just let it go. Let it go. Forget about it. I know he does. He thinks he knows everything.
Well, it's gotten terrific reviews.
Yeah, it has, and I hope people enjoy it. I've seen it a couple times, and I have to say, this has nothing to do with the
And
fact
you really
that the
enjoy
cameras are
yourself,
on.
don't you?
I really,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I had a great time.
Yeah, well, that's great. It's Tremors, all right? And we'll be right back after this trip.